When I first saw the photos of the Oris Aquis Date Upcycle, I wasn't sure if the watch would suit me. So what about when I finally saw one in person? I'm Andy Boxall, this is Unboxall TV, and I'm pleased the Aquis Upcycle is here in my hand. The Upcycle's striking look comes from this unique dial, which is made from recycled plastic, and each one is unique. Oris has an extensive history of working with recycled materials and supporting ecologically aware causes, so the Upcycle fits the brand perfectly. Although I loved the look in the photos, I just wasn't sure if the bright, summery, watercolour-like look would actually suit me. Look closely, and the blue and grey colour is dotted with flecks of white, and there's a streak of red and gold. The more you stare, the more variation in colour you see. I think it's beautiful, and I thought it was beautiful when I saw it in the photos. But there's something about it that doesn't fit with watches I normally wear. It's also one of the least masculine divers watches you'll find. Now, I don't need to wear a masculine watch, but I do go for big and bold watches. And this sort of ticked one of those boxes. I needed to see whether it was actually going to tick both once I got it on my wrist. So simply, the dial's unusual look was too much to resist. And I'm pleased to have seen one in person now, because I know it's a watch I'd wear. It's unlike anything else, and I really like that it has a story and a message. It's beautifully made, and in the grand scheme of luxury Swiss watches, it's not obscenely priced either. So seeing one in person for me was imperative, and I think it will be for you as well. Each dial will be completely different due to the process that's used for making it, and judging by the photos shared online, the design can vary quite a lot, and this can make ordering a little bit of a challenge, as you could get a style that you don't really like, or worse, that has issues with legibility. I'd say it's best to see the watch in person rather than ordering online blind. So with that said, back to the watch. It's modestly sized. This has a 41.5mm case and doesn't overpower my 6.5-inch wrist. But if you still think it's too big, there's a smaller 36.5mm version available. The case is made from stainless steel, the bezel has a ceramic insert, there's sapphire crystal over the dial, and the case back has a window to see the Oris 733 movement. The screw-down crown is sensibly sized and it's easy to use, plus it's precise enough to quickly change the date, something you may do quite often if you don't wear the watch every day. The automatic movement inside has a 38-hour power reserve. The bracelet also needs special mention. It's made from stainless steel as well, and I love the polished side sections and the brushed centre sections. But most of all, I like the comfort. Although this one isn't adjusted to fit my wrist, I've worn other Oris watches with the same bracelet, and they don't get uncomfortable. That said, I'd really have liked to have had the option to buy the watch with a rubber strap, as Oris does with other Aquis models. So although this model is going back after a short loan, I'm actually far closer to buying one myself. There's something really special about the Oris Aquis Date Upcycle, and seeing it in person really helped me understand this. So do you want one too? Well, the Aquis Upcycle is not a limited edition watch, despite having unique elements, so you shouldn't have too much trouble finding one. And Oris says it will continue making them as long as there's a demand. It's yours for $2,300 or £1,600. So that's my time with the Aquis Upcycle. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so to see more watch videos coming very soon, and I'll see you for the next one.